Okay, so let's look at some other types of questions that involve this idea of going shopping and how much you pay for things. So the two questions you can see on your board, or on my screen rather, are very similar to each other. They're just slightly different in terms of the numbers. So number 5 says, Henry had a 25% discount on hockey equipment. The selling price was $172.50. What was the original price? Okay, so what you want to think about is how we did the previous questions. We would take 25% of the original price and we would subtract to get the selling price. So what we want to think about is, well, if I subtracted the 25%, what does that mean I actually paid? So if you think about when you go shopping, if something has no discount, you would pay 100%. So if there is a 25% discount that I'm subtracting, that means that I'm paying 75% of an item, okay? So 75% of the original price is what I paid. So that's the format we want to use, okay? We're gonna set this up saying that what we paid is equal to 75%, 0.75 of the original price. Or if you think back to the videos from last week, this is your whole value, your original value, that would be B. So that means on both sides here, right, I would actually divide by my 0.75. Okay, and if you do that, so you take a calculator, 172.50 divided by 0.75, I'm going to get $230 for my original price. Okay, so let me just sort of walk through this one more time as to what happened. If you had a 25% discount, that means you subtracted 25% from the original price. So if the original is 100%, I subtract 25, that means I paid 75%. So the selling price that we paid is equal to 75% times that original or whole price value. So divide to get that value, and in this case, it's $230. So question 6, it's going to work the same way. Hit pause if you want to do it yourself. Question 6 says Louisa got a 75% discount on a sofa. She paid a total of $225. What was the original price? So again, I'm going to take kind of that same concept. It was 100%. She took 75% off. So that means she's paying 25% of the item. So she paid $225, which is 25% of what value? So divide both sides by that 0.25. Okay, and that means that ultimately 225 divided by 0.25, the original price is $900 for that sofa. Okay, so if you had a discount, you're trying to go back to that original price, think about what percent you actually paid for the item. Okay. The last two examples here, again, very similar to each other. Okay. And this is really what happens when you go shopping. So look at number 7. Cody is buying a ring that has an original price of $295, but is advertised at 30% off. Sales tax of 8.25% is applied to the discounted price. How much will Cody pay for the ring? So when you go shopping in Pennsylvania, if you want to buy something that is not, say, food or clothing, we in Pennsylvania pay a 6% sales tax, but sales tax is different in every state. So there are some states with something more like 8.25, okay? So what happens is this is where we're sort of going to do two things. We're going to take a discount, but then we have to apply sales tax. And sales tax is kind of like a markup, but it happens at the end instead of at the beginning, okay? Because the state applies that sales tax to your item so that they get to make a little bit off of it too, okay? So we're going to apply what we did in the first video, and we're going to first figure out if he has a ring that's $295, but it's 30% off, what is he going to pay for that ring? So his discount, 30% times the 295, right? So that means if we multiply, okay, we're going to get 88.5, so we'll say 88.50. So that means his sales price, 295 minus 88.50, right, is going to give him a discounted price or a sales price, put a dollar sign in here, of $206.50. Okay, but now we have to apply sales tax. So now I'm just going to sort of repeat the problem. The tax, if you just want to use T for tax, that's fine. I just didn't want my T to look like a plus sign. So my tax, it says, is 8.25. So be careful. If you move this decimal forward 2 places, 0.825 is what comes behind that decimal. Times, and make sure you put in that discounted price, the $206.50. Okay, so the amount of tax he has to pay, 0.0825 times the 206.50. If you get numbers that go beyond 2 decimal places, just remember we're talking money. Anytime we want to talk money, we need 2 decimal places. So 17.036 is actually going to round to a 0.04. And that means we were paying $206.50. We need to add $17.04 worth of tax. And so ultimately, he is going to pay $223.54. So this, let me change the color here, is your final answer. Okay, $223.54. That's how much he's going to have to pay to walk out of the store. Okay, so like I said, this is really what happens when you go shopping. You take your item, you take your discount, but when you go to check out, we add sales tax back on. So you don't save quite as much as you were going to, but still more than if you had paid that full value. Again, if you want to try number 8 on your own, go ahead and hit pause. 8 says a CD with an original price of $11.95 is discounted 20%. Sales tax of 5.5% is added to the discounted price. How much will the CD cost? So I'm just going to repeat my steps. So here we have a 20% discount. $11.95 was the original price. So that means if I take the 20 times the $11.95, we're saving $2.39. So $11.95 minus $2.39 means right now we are paying $9.56. But again, we have to think about tax, right? So my tax in this problem is 5.5%. So 0.055, right? Move that decimal forward 2 places, times the $9.56. That means that my tax in this case is going to simply be 53 cents. And ultimately $9.56 plus another 53 cents means we are going to pay $10.09 for the CD.